Excuse me.
Let's clear a path, people.
Okay, let's go, let's go.
This is really happening. Congratulations, Dad.
Hold on, sweetheart. You're doing great.
Oh, I really love that scene. It's very funny. Ned is very funny in it.
Can you tell me a little bit about the choreography of that scene? Because it's a pretty big scene and very dramatic.
Very dramatic, lots of choreography. There's obviously like lots of moving parts to the scene. Peter DeLuise was our director for this episode. And it is one of his strengths, is choreographing really complicated scenes with lots of people coming and going. He has a very clear picture of what it looks like. What was so cool about it is he came that day, and obviously there were lots of cast members involved. He came with so many ideas that weren't even on the page. So it was kind of a surprise to us. On the page, Rothgar, or Ned Yost, he was there, but he didn't really have anything to do. And Peter was like, we really need to include you. So he came up with this whole thing, and we kind of ran with it of, why is Ned trying to help me? I'm pregnant. I don't want you. And so there's all these funny moments. And it was a day, at the end of it, I just looked around, and we all, like the cast and Peter, we were all looking at each other saying, that was so much fun, because everybody just really brought their A game and kind of rolled with the scene. And obviously it was scripted, but there were lots of kind of just improvisational moments, and people just fed off each other and rolled with it. There's a moment where kind of almost the whole town is breathing with Rosemary, and that was all improvised, and everybody kind of just started doing it. It was so much fun. It's one of my favorite moments of the whole season, was filming that scene.
How long did it take you to shoot that? Was that all day?
No. It was remarkably fast, because it was a complicated scene. I think we all thought that we were going to be in it for all day. Yeah. I can't remember how long it was. I just remember thinking, wow, we really filmed that very efficiently. And that is Peter's strength. He goes very fast. And sometimes if you hadn't worked with him many times, you might think, did we cover that scene properly? Like, do we have all the shots? But he always has all the shots. He's already got it edited in his head. So he knows exactly what he needs. And he just like picks it off in pieces, and then it cuts together beautifully, and it tells the whole story, and is funny on top of
the comedy of it.
Yeah.
I mean, and everybody got a little piece of the comedy.
Yeah.
It wasn't just Rosemary.
Yes. That's what was so beautiful, is that I felt like it really was more of a collective moment.
Yeah. Did it grow? So did you start out with that performance of the dropping to the knees and the full-on wailing, or did you do some variations?
It seemed very clear to me that was what was required. You needed kind of a big moment like that, and Rosemary needed kind of a big dramatic moment that was going to be the catalyst to throw everything else into action. And so reading the script, it seemed very obvious to me that that's what that moment needed to be. Sometimes when you read a scene, you get a very, very clear idea of how that scene needs to be played and what each moment is. And that was one of them for me, for sure.